Oh my god.
What do you mean it's fake?
I just now saw. I should take a closer look at it.
I just told you to see how crispy it was because I know it was new. What are you talking about?
Dad?
Yes.
You want to explain to me something real quick? Because you've got hundreds before when you won the lottery and you cashed in your tickets.
Yeah.
Tell me, Dad. Does a $100 bill have the words motion picture purposes printed in the top left corner of it?
Busted.
Because I don't think it does.
Sometime, if they done got it from a motion picture.
Oh my gosh. The back. Motion picture purposes. In props we trust. Oh my god.
What you say is mighty crispy.
Is a
I think you'll be crispy.
It is a prop money.
You get out
If you
of
go
jail.
in and spend that there, you're going to be crispy in that jail cell. Spending that.
It's
fake.
His underwear will be
Daddy
crispy.
ordered that. It came when I got my Temu package. I ordered prop money. Think I could use it for the slot machines, but the slot machines recognize it's a fake. So I said I'm going to pull it on. I had $10,000 worth, so I gave you one of them in your wallet. That's yours to keep a souvenir. But know that it's fake.
Yeah, I could tell it's fake.
Yeah, you can pull a joke on your mom.
He can see.
gosh.
William could not see. William said, "Oh, thank you."
We got William too with it. You go ahead and stop it.
William couldn't see.
William couldn't see it, and he's like, "Oh, thanks."
Good afternoon. Or good evening. Early evening.
Hey, everybody.
Hello there. I'm peeping at you from the back seat.
All right, so we are back. It is Mother's Day. So happy belated Mother's Day to everybody out there who's watching.
By the time y'all watch this, it will long be past.
If I sound kind of funny, it's because I lost my tooth.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a gap here, y'all. Yeah, you probably can see it. I can see it on the camera. So, my tooth broke off. It doesn't hurt, but it causes me to talk a little different, and I'm still getting used to it. Rubbing up against my bottom of my top lip. But, I'm not going to stay like that forever because I'm definitely going to go get it. Probably have to get a crown or something like that. I might just go ahead and I'm going to get a lot of dental work done. But I have to wait. I might just, I don't know yet. I'm going to definitely get that repaired. So it will be under construction in my mouth because I definitely know I got to do something about that.
Yes, me too.
Maybe I'm thinking about just getting all dentures put in. I don't know. I know it's expensive, probably about $20,000 for the ones I've been looking at.
You talking replacement ones?
Yep. It ain't the ones you just put in your mouth. They actually go in, they put a screw down into your gums and everything, and then they put the teeth on it and they screw and tighten them, and it looks so pretty. And if you have any problem, they can just take a special tool, takes them off, and then they put a new replacement back on it, but it's got a steel rod in there and everything.
I saw one where they're just gluing it over the top of the people's other teeth.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop your teeth from rotting, or if you get a toothache under there.
Oh, done?
No, because you're just putting it's basically just like you're putting a shirt on. Your shirt don't do nothing, but if you itch, you got to take your shirt off the itch.
Why would the teeth under the rod when you're not really eating on those? You eat on the
because natural teeth, as you get older, begin to decay, or different things can happen. It's not fail-proof.
Why they call them permanent dentures then?
Because they are permanent. Because they're adhesive them to your other ones. But you could have, if you have a dental problem, they're going to have to take it off and fix the problem and reinstall it or recap it. It's not that, it is permanent as far as you can eat and everything. But if you have a problem, this way, if I go the other way, they call the actual implants. They'll take the real teeth out and put these synthetic ones in that are very creative, almost like a real tooth, y'all.
Yay! Yay!
They're very, it's expensive. I looked at it, it's about $20,000.
I saw the guy talking about it.
But they last forever. It's guaranteed. If you ever have a problem, you never have to pay another dental bill. It's covered for life. So you can go in as many times something's wrong. If it was to break, ship, whatever, they go in and totally replace it for free.
The man was saying this, that whatever they make it out of is so hard and stuff, you can just practically, it's not going to break.
No, it's made just like your natural enamel. It's almost created to be almost exactly like it. And it's safe for your mouth. It's safe for your body. Your body will not reject it. Your body will feel natural. It'll feel just like your natural teeth.
Well, some people say they had a lot of trouble with those.
It's not for everybody, but they'll do it if they do a proper exam. Here, what else I also find I like about it, you ever drink something hot or cold and you feel it? It's cold, you're teeth sensitive. You don't have that feeling no more. You just would feel it on your tongue, but your teeth would not feel it. And they're stain resistant, so people that like to drink coffee stuff, they won't blacken on you or brown spot or teeth. So, and they're very easy to clean if you have to get them clean for whatever reason. So, you know, that's pretty fancy if you want to put a lot in your mouth instead of just going to a dentist. But it eliminates dental visits once you have that done. Literally. Very rare would you ever have to go back in. That's why they cover a lifetime warranty on your mouth. You never pay another cost for replacements or dental care. You go to those special places that know what to do. They take care. You don't go to a regular dentist. You go to like somebody like Thrasher or whoever specializes in it. I know that's weird, y'all. Thrasher for a dentist. That would already scare the hell out of me going there. I think I'd rather go with Dr. Smiley or something like that than, hey, Dr. Thrasher, I'm looking forward to you working on my mouth. Yeah.
Is this the one where they say you go, they do it in one day?
Well,
that's not the ones that they do within one day. They give you
they do
put you to sleep and then they do it while you're sleeping.
Well, they do, they do it in one day. But you got to go 3 different visits. One, you go for an x-ray. Then they go and they take, you got to do these mold with plaster Paris stuff. You bite down and they do all that. That way they can create the teeth. And then in about a month later, you come back and they set you up for surgery. And then you got to try a mold of it. And then you put in your mouth. If it fits good, they know all the teeth where they go. Because they're all numbered. I was looking at the whole video on YouTube. Y'all, it's crazy. So I said, and then you get the whitest teeth. I said, I'm going to look good if I get that. Hopefully by the time I decide to do that, I'm also lost more weight. And I want to get, if I get enough weight loss, I'm going to go ahead and get that lymphedema removed. I'm going to have to pay cash for that. I might go see Dr. Now for that if he's still living. Let him do that.
He might be still living, he may not be practicing.
Well,
he just said, bring the robot.
But I would trust him to take my lymphedema off because a lot of people do not do that, especially when they get to a certain size. He's one of the few people in the world that know how to do it.
The theater is crowded.
You know, he's one of the few people in the world that know how to do it safely. Because if you don't do it right, you could bleed to death. I mean, they're cutting in your leg, veins and arteries, but he knows what he's doing. So I would get that done, and then I would like to get my left leg, my left knee done, and get my knee surgeries. These are some of the things. So I'm trying to do this all within the next 5 years. I want to have my teeth done, my knees done, and if I have to get surgery, if I get weight loss surgery and or skin replacement surgery, whatever I got to do, I want to get all that done, and they'll take care of this umbilical hernia at the same time when they go to do the weight loss surgery. So I figured I'm gonna be doing a lot of recuperating, a lot of recovering, but y'all, in the next 5 years, I should be down to the weight I want to be. I won't be hurting anymore because I have the knees done. I'm gonna have to slip the femur carry around, and then all my teeth is fixed. Look out, Chris is coming. Chris is coming, y'all.
They close at 5, but they don't be open on Sundays.
No, they close at 5.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5 on Sundays. You talking about Firestone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they change it and they start closed on Sundays, you know. They used to be closed on Sundays for a long time. Then they started open on Sundays. And so, I know my dad hated that when they started doing that Sunday stuff. Everybody used to always have Sundays off Firestone. But, so anyways, again, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Happy belated. Give it up for the mamas. If you are like me or like Cheryl, our mothers are already deceased, then just take some time to reflect on the memories that you did have.
Yeah.
And I'll probably I'll be making a trip soon to go visit the gravesite just to pay my respects. I don't go often, but I have no excuse because when I go to clean, I'm there anyways to pick him up. So I might try to do that next Sunday, and I'll film that and just go out there and just so I can just touch their nameplates and, you know, and just kind of be out there and maybe take some pictures out there at the Veteran Cemetery, at Central Texas Veteran Cemetery in Killeen. And it's nice out there. Got it really nice out there. And maybe take some video or some pictures out there where y'all can see. And just go see how Mom and Dad's doing out there, which I know they're not there.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse is crowded.
Per se. But y'all know what I mean when I say go out and visit them. Yeah. Of course, I know they're not there.
Their remains is there.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing, seeing them. But I'm surprised the sun is out there because y'all, we've been really supposed to get a lot of rain, and I bet you by tomorrow it'll be raining. I think by tonight you can tell that it's going to rain again. So
I think it's supposed to end tomorrow, though, doesn't it? Monday. I think it's supposed to end Monday. It's still going to be going on for another week.
Yeah. We got another 4 or 5 days of it.
Man.
We got a lot of rain coming yet.
I took Kia out 2 days this week, and it wasn't hard. She was the best yesterday.
Now, she might get to go out for a little while if it's like this. I can throw her out because she's been in the house all day.
Outside.
Well, yeah. Well, it probably still be a little muddy.
I did let her go out this morning from about 7 to 9 because I put her out by 7.
Kia likes it out there, y'all. As long as it's not thundering and lightning. If it's a little misting, she'll love that. I don't know why, but she likes it when it's, plus it's cooler temperatures when it gets in the 70s when it gets like that.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, it's beautiful sunshine out. It's not bad. It's not coming on the camera today. That's good. But it is sunshine out. It's nice.
Yeah.
But that's the way our weather will be this whole week. It's going to be hit and miss. It doesn't mean we're going to rain solid, but it says we get a chance of this rain every day. So usually in the evenings is when we get it, or early in the mornings.
Yeah, we got it last night. Last night, I think it rained.
But just because we'll get rain tomorrow, the sun will probably come out again. It will get sun every day, I think.
When I got up this morning and took Kia out, it was misting a little when we went to the front yard, but not that much. And Kia was so good, like I'm saying. She knows when you're going to take her out to the front and when you're going to let her go out to the back. So when we got to the side door, she started getting really excited. And I told her, I said, no, you got to sit. I made her sit and do a 5 count. And then I opened the door. If you look on the camera, you can see she walked out there so good. She didn't pull me and try to race and get out there or anything. She was very good.
Yeah. Now, if it would have been me, y'all would have seen Kia walking me instead of me walking her. Because that dog can pull the shit out of me. And then I'm afraid I'm going to fall down on my knees, and that's all it's going to take.
She doesn't pull. She doesn't pull. She was really good this morning.
Honestly, if I could get on the ground and it wouldn't be so hard, I would literally do it on purpose. I would take Kia outside in the driveway, lay down and hold on the leash, and then let Ty run a cat across the fence. And she can literally really drag me. I bet she could. I almost think she could pull me. I don't. I'm just saying, I ain't really gonna try it. But I'm saying realistically, I bet she could. And especially like if I'm walking her to the door, she pulls me and it makes my knees are all like this on the ball and it makes my zip and I can fall very easily. You know, because it's hard to walk without the cane. And when I have her, I use her as kind of my stability. But then when she clowns, it throws my whole balance off. And the last thing I need to do is fall and then break my hip too. I think she's just not, she still loves to play and run and stuff like that, but she doesn't pull me. And I think she respects and knows you more. Yeah, maybe. But I'm going to tell you the thing with Kia is she acts better with the one that deals with her the most. Yeah. And the ones that give her, she knows who the one is that's going to take her out and who's faithful and on time. That's the one that gets the best respect and the cooperation. But Kia this morning, she was too early. I heard her bark at about 5. And I just her timing is off with the... I just ignored her. Well, and I'm going to tell you another thing. I thought about it too, and I think I read something about this more, but don't quote me on it this time. I don't know if it's fact. I think it has a lot to do with the daylight savings time we're in. I think so. And I think that it has to do with the way the sol is. Our sunset gets longer and longer each day by a minute or two. That also affects her biological clock. And she's been barking about 6:30 because it's light outside then, and she could tell it because you can see the light coming through the kitchen. Yeah, she can tell by the density of the light and brightness. Yeah. So that dog is smart. She knows when that sun is coming up, and in her mind is, hey, get up, it's sunlight, I'm time to go. And she'll bark. If she hears me let the alarm off, she'll stop. But if I wait like 30 minutes or so, she'll start it again. Now, I know that theory is true with birds. Because birds, you ever see people that always put a cover over the cages when they go to bed at night? Oh, yeah. It's because the birds see that light, they start... And I know I had a parrot one time. And everybody knows if you own a bird, y'all probably know, you have a cover that you usually put over them at night. Because if you don't... Oh, I don't know why they did that. Because of the light. Because when they see it, they start going off in sunlight. They want to get up. They want to make noise. I think that's why Kia does it. Even when on days that Ty is there, she's still a bark around about 6:30. Yeah. But she knows Ty is there, so she'll bark maybe one time. If you notice in the first of the morning, when the sun starts coming up, you hear your birds outside start chirping a lot. They make noise. Because that's what birds do. When the morning comes, they make noise. Just like the rooster does. Unless you got a crazy-ass rooster like we do down the street that does it at 2 in the morning, 12 at night, 10 o'clock. It's something wrong with the rooster. These roosters, they crow every hour on the hour sometimes. I honestly think the rooster got a hold of some beer or something because our neighbor down the road drinks beer. And I think I think the rooster drinks a lot of beer, and that's why it just be up all night roosting it and crowing and stuff. I don't know. I don't know which neighbor it is. I ain't worried about it. Ain't nothing bad. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I think these birds and chickens and stuff, they just be off. But when I had my macaw, which is a parrot, and I had him and he was about this big, and he talked and everything. But when it was time to put him to bed, I put him in his cage. If I forgot to put the, and I just had a regular bed sheet, I just put a big bed sheet over it. Couldn't they see through that? But the light could come through that. It comes through a little bit, but you train them to know that means it's still time to be asleep. They get used to that. And as soon as you lift it up, they just start going off. They start coming to life. But normally they'll sit there and they'll just sleep. They'll perch and they'll sleep with their eyes closed. But another thing is you put it over because if you make any noise, they start making noise. But when the sheet's over it and you make noise, they won't make all the noise.
Oh, really?
Parrots are very smart. I found that out.
I know when I went to Kia's room last night when we got ready to go to bed, she was laid out, you know how she does, on the side with her feet all out in front of her. She was laid out, she was knocked out.
So
she didn't make a noise.
I think in the animal kingdom there must be a connection, at least with the birds and dogs, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There's some connection in the animal kingdom about they got some way of knowing when it's morning, and they got to know.
I bet they do.
Not just because they see it's dark in the house and the sun ain't there, but I think they have other ways of it's all connected to the stars, the universe, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Just like you said, they know the routine.
Yeah.
And she'll know, I don't know if they know by the days or what, how many times they've gone out or what, but she'll know she definitely will know the day. Today, because she's inside, and when Ty comes in, she'll know Ty is in. But usually she still knows when Ty comes, because she'll know.
Well, this one in the back, I know she's happy Ty's back because she gets to be asleep tonight with him.
Yeah.
Last night, Copper was being a pill with me, y'all.
Copper was on the floor for a while.
Not at first. She jumped on the bed with us.
No.
And that's all right. I let her get on the bed with us at night if she wants, but she has to sleep down there between my legs down there. Well, when she does that, I can't pull the cover. I had pulled the covers off because it was kind of hot to me last night. So I turned on the air conditioner before I went to bed. And Cheryl usually shuts it off in the morning when she gets up. So I couldn't sleep because it was humid. It's at night. It's just.
Oh, that's because it had been raining. Because it was fine with me.
It was just a little bit. Get that sticky feeling in the night, and I just can't deal with that. So I turned the air conditioner on. Well, Copper loves it when I turn the air on because she'll try to get right as close to getting into bed to feel that vents that are coming out that way by her, and she loves it. I figured that out already with her, but she just beat a pillow last night because she was all laid up across my legs, and I couldn't hardly move. And then later on, I just said, screw it. So I just went on and went to sleep and did the best I could. By the time I woke up again, she wasn't on the bed this morning. So she was off of it.
Well, she was, when I got up and let her out, she came right back and got on the bed. But she got up next, up there by your shoulder, how she tried to sleep in between us. Sometimes she got right there. And she wasn't sleeping horizontal. She was sleeping vertical.
Yeah.
Like this, and I told her she had to move. When I told her to move, she got up and got on her bed.
I slept in late, so let's put it this way. With Copper last night, she was there when I went to sleep, trying to go to sleep. Then I woke up like around, I just kind of opened, you kind of open, but you're not awake, but you got to look around for a second. Yeah. I just kind of glanced at the clock. I think it was 7:30. She wasn't on the bed. And Cheryl had got up because I looked, I said, ooh, 21 minutes, the alarm's going to go off. And then I went back.
Oh, yeah.
Then I went back
to sleep.
Then I went back to sleep. And then when I woke up, I slept in, and I woke up almost 11 o'clock. Copper was next to me again. But she was all on the side, which I like her better on the side. But she got on the side because Cheryl ran up and made her side of the bed up already. And I thought Cheryl went to church today because it was so quiet. I didn't hear no TVs on. And I just called out Cheryl because she said, yeah. I said, okay, she's here. And she was.
I was in the back weighing. Like
she was already up and moving around, y'all, and was ready to cook breakfast. And I was just getting ready to get my shower at 11 o'clock because we've been staying up late watching that damn Ruthless. But we're almost finished with them, so we ain't got too many.
If you watch Ruthless, please comment about that. What do you think about it? It's on BET Plus. It's a Tyler Perry series, and it's ruthless and it's addicting.
It's possible I think Tyler Perry is trying to make a statement, like Cheryl said.
Yeah, I thought about that.
At first, I said his old nasty tail.
I thought about that today. We had 4 seasons to get through, so we just started on the 4th season. And on the 4th season, they start talking about all these people that have had these cults.
I don't even know what that means. Okay.
This guy back in California, I can't remember his name, but I remember when they talked about him. Then they talked about Jim Jones and all the stuff he did. And one thing about him, all of them seemed like they were just sex fiends, all of them.
Yeah.
Jim Jones, and then they talked about David Koresh.
But even
in Waco here.
But even your satanic people always have sex involved in their in their executions and whatever they do. And
they was talking about all the stuff. They said all this stuff has gone on, and with Jim Jones, over 900 people died there. And they said with everything that has gone on, people are still believing in these cults and still getting in these cults. And like something that's clicked in my mind, I said maybe that's why Tyler made this movie, to show that this stuff is still going on, and people do look at his series and stuff to let you know all that glitters isn't gold.
Yeah,
because they just
it's just
so ridiculous how these people are.
Up until now, before I even seen Ruthless, look at that bird, he's just out airing his wings out.
Oh, looks like a fake one. That's a buzzard.
Yeah, even before I seen Ruthless, I've seen a lot of Tyler Perry shows, and this was definitely out of his context. Because I watched this stuff, and it was, you know, it's not anything I would have thought Tyler Perry would ever put out. But I think now I see why it made sense. Cheryl set the light off in her head about it. Because at first I was like, oh, his nasty tail, what is he doing with these shows?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of sex in it, and normally Tyler Perry don't show that much in his shows.
But when they talked about that part, the real stuff that they put at the start of Series 4, it really made me think. He said not only was this person perverted, having sex with women and men, making them do this stuff, and that's the same thing that's going on this Ruthless.
That's the truth. Well, and then one thing that I found that really, like what she said, it made a lot of sense. And then I thought about, it's like, I understand why he's showing everything. Like the guys, you know, you're looking at everything. It's basically as real as he can make it, with the exposure of their genitals and whatever you see, the drug usage and everything. They're showing the needle in the arm. It's not, and he's showing it in detail, just like she said, for awareness, so you know what really is going on.
Yeah.
No different than how they would show the slaves were being beaten, how they had their flesh coming off the back in 12 Years a Slave, and if you watch any of those kind of things, or Roots, or whatever you watch, and people say, oh, that's so graphic, but you know what, it's so that you don't forget what's happening, or you didn't forget what's going on, what already happened, or what is happening. It's to bring awareness.
And just like on the one about Jim Jones, that sign they said they saw, if you don't remember the past, you're doomed to repeat it. That's one thing they were saying, that this same kind of stuff is still going on, and it can happen again.
We live in some scary times.
Yes, and people are always looking for an easy fix for something, or looking for a paradise. And the way the government is, everybody is down on the government and stuff now, I can see it happening.
Well, and I've told y'all in many of our episodes, I am not a big fan of our government. No, of any government. To be that fact, ain't none of these governments are acting right. Anywhere you look, Asia, Europe, none of them are could be trusted.
Look how these people, they just went crazy over there in France because the government wanted to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64, and they were burning and doing everything.
I'm not a big fan of the U.S. government, because if they wanted to, they could be better about what they do, like gun control, and drugs in the country, and they're not handling it right.
We'd have had a war on drugs for what? How many? 50 years?
At least.
Yeah, ever since Nancy Reagan said no to drugs. That's been a long time ago.
And I will tell y'all this: not only are they not doing a good job at controlling it, but they're also the ones that are running it.
Yeah.
For a long time, I'm telling y'all think the crack epidemic and all that back then in the 80s was just happened to happen on its own? No, that had a lot of help from inside.
Yes.
That comes from FBI. And that's another thing. You actually, Tyler Perry shows that the same people that we think are fighting the crime is the one that's doing the crime.
Yes.
FBI, your sheriff's agencies, everybody involved, doctors, writing fake prescriptions.
Yes, in this, they showed everything. And the whole thing is, the people are just so hungry for money. They're so hungry for money. Even the police officers, they know what's going on.
But see, that just goes to show you the Bible's right. When the Bible, when God said the root of money is evil.
No, it said the love of money.
Yeah, but that is still the same thing. The love, if you're doing all this crime because you love that money so much, you gotta have it, which causes you to be evil. Yeah. So the root of evil is money. In a sense.
The love of money.
Yes, the love of it.
Yeah. Is the root of all evil, yes.
The Bible already told us what was going to happen 2,000 years ago.
You have to have money to buy food.
Of course.
But they talking about the love, that you love it so much that you're going to do anything for it. God, that's what they're doing.
God wasn't anti-money because he created and they were using the Bible. He knew you had to pay for your stuff. Yeah. But he also predicted that people would let the greed get to them. And now you see where we are today.
Yes, that's true.
And people will kill you for a pair of shoes, y'all. Cartel are killing folks right and left because of that drug. You step in the way of their drugs, they will use innocent children as mules.
Yeah.
Listen.
And that's the same thing they try to do on there.
Listen, we need as a nation to come together and really pray together. When's the last time that a multitude of people in this country really prayed at the same time? I think all across the world we ought to have a prayer day set at a certain time. Everybody in the world pray at the same time for peace.
We have to pray and work, because prayer without works.
True to that. Then it's dead. Your prayers are dead.
Yeah.
So
that's what they keep saying. They praying about the gun. When people are committing all these murders and stuff, they praying about it. But like the man said the other day, you got to do more than just pray. Yeah. You got to put some kind of policy in effect to help that prayer too. Yeah. Look at all that water over there. What is that?
What water?
It looked like it was a big water. Body of water.
I didn't see it. All right, so I want to spend just a few more minutes before we let you go. Ty, how was...
Ty haven't said anything.
Ty, how did your week go? Let everybody know how everything went.
My week's been all right.
I like that house.
Did you enjoy your time?
I did.
You spent a little time with your other mother for Mother's Day?
Oh, yeah, I did.
You should have got up and fixed us some breakfast. I'm going to have to teach you how to cook so you can get up and cook us some bacon and eggs.
And then the PD would have been there. I mean, the fire or FD.
No. Wouldn't you like to learn how to cook?
Well,
something that you like? My kids were cooking when they had been cooking. Quinn was cooking when he was 12 and had the fire department had to come. I was over my mom sitting up looking at the news with her. And he was trying to make something, forgot it was in there, was in his room playing something, and they called and said I think it was a pot or something. He was trying to make some Roman noodles or something. I don't know what he was making.
Been making them ramen noodles for a long time.
Yeah, and then
but he's a professional now. He knows how to make them ramen now.
My neighbor from next door, he came and put the pot in the. We might put the pot in the tub or something. You know.
Well, that's a good spot for it.
Yeah, he did. He thought about that, but he was over there cooking something.
It happens if you lose track of what you're doing.
Yes.
That's
that happened to me too. I was boiling 2 eggs the other day and I forgot about it. And then when I came back in the kitchen, I heard something. What's that?
Yeah.
It was just a little bit of water in it. You know, I put it on that morning when I got up, messing around. Then I went back to the back doing something and stuff. I forgot all about it. But I came before they burn up.
Yeah, you got to try to remember what you do when you had that stove on, y'all.
Yes.
It ain't no joke when it goes up in smoke.
It ain't no joke when you got a joke.
I stole that slogan when they said it ain't no joke if you don't pay that note on a car repossession program. Mine is, it ain't no joke when your house goes up in smoke. I done stole it.
We used to always say, you got to stop, drop, and roll. Well, but it wasn't for the smoke stuff.
I can stop.
It was for other stuff.
And I have no problem dropping, but it's the roll that's going to get my ass. I'll have to inchworm. I'll be looking like I'm doing the inchworm.
Oh, you can just roll to put the fire out.
Ain't no rolling for me. I can roll one direction. Then.
Yeah, well, we're almost getting home, and
yeah, so
we got movies to watch tonight too.
Yes,
I've been saving one movie till Ty come back. I think we can watch it tonight.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Let me give you the lowdown, and I'm gonna give you the get lost. Means I'm gonna let y'all go on y'all day. We're gonna go home. We're gonna watch the movies. We're gonna eat our dinner. And no, she's not cooking tonight. Calm down. If everybody's thinking that.
Oh no, I'm not cooking. You don't have to be.
I let the Colonel do the cooking.
Oh, you always let the Colonel do the cooking for you.
The Colonel came out of the grave and cooked some delicious chicken. All right, so this week, don't forget, we're going to put out a video. Ty and I are going to go to the Walmart, and we're going to film inside there for the grocery store. So we are going to take the cameras this time back inside. If they run us out or well, then they just.
Are you going to try your new camera?
New camera.
Your new phone?
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I haven't set that phone up yet.
Oh.
I might do that this week. I did buy a new phone, y'all. Yes, finally.
One thing about Chris, he buys a lot of things, and sometimes they stay in the packaging for months and months and months.
I got a lot of new shit in my office.
Really?
It's stacking up. It's looking like I brought FedEx or something.
He's looking like he's a porch pirate.
Yeah.
But never opened the boxes.
And then I got some more stuff sitting on my little table side there.
He's going to take that on back to
I am. So anyway, we'll put them, we'll look forward to that video this week. We got some more videos coming out.
And you'll be surprised some of the videos that we will have coming out too. We're not going to even name them, but
no,
you'll be surprised.
I'm not even going to say it no more. I think I've been jinxing it.
Really?
We'll just say that there'll be some new content coming up very soon.
Really?
And we'll hopefully be working on our first live video. I think it's time.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I would say we'd wait till we got over 100. We're up to 120 videos now.
Oh, I was on Wendy's, Gone with the Wendy's. They had a live one yesterday. I just had to stay a little while, but I listened to some of it.
So listen, guys, I hope y'all have a fantastic week, and y'all will see at least 2 uploads this coming up week. And I'll probably put this one first because it's close to Mother's Day, and then I'll backtrack with the other 2 that we have.
Okay.
But we'll be caught up. We're gonna do a lot of new content filming this week because we got to stay ahead or keep up.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
New text message from Christy
be
Mom's.
quiet. Siri, spam and scam.
Yeah.
Might as well be spam and scam. All right. So anyway, listen. We're gonna let y'all go. Take care, everybody. Ty, tell them what they need to do.
Like, comment, and subscribe to the Life of Cheryl and Chris. Subscribe today for Mother's Day. Might just write favorite day.
Yes. Subscribe to whatever day you watch. Subscribe on that day.
And for Mother's Day, tell your mama you love her.
Yes. I hope you told your mother you love her, because it will be half past. You can tell her again.
And as Cheryl will lead us out,
we are the Carers, and Caring is sharing, and we're sharing our lives with you. And you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. That's right. Bye.
Bye.